In the annals of Norse mythology, one name stands out for its sheer audacity and cunning: Loki, the trickster god. A figure of great significance, Loki's reputation as a trickster is well earned. His unpredictable nature and knack for chaos have painted him as an enigma in the tapestry of myth and legend. From cutting the golden hair of the goddess Sif to sabotaging the construction of Asgard's wall, Loki's deeds are as numerous as they are notorious. Two of his pranks, however, deserve special mention. The first is the creation of Mjolnir. In this escapade, Loki interferes in the challenge set by two skilled dwarves, Sindri and Brokkr, and nearly ruins the forging of Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Despite Loki's attempts at sabotage, Mjolnir is created and becomes a powerful weapon for Thor. The second prank is the abduction of Idun. Here, Loki is responsible for the abduction of Idun, the guardian of the golden apples of youth, which grant immortality to the gods. His audacious actions prompt the gods to hunt him down and threaten him with torture until he agrees to bring Idun back to Asgard. These deeds add further to Loki's infamy and his prominent place in Norse mythology. Born to Farbauti and Laufey, Loki's roots trace back to the giants, beings often at odds with the gods. His parentage offered him a unique perspective, a foot in both the world of the gods and the giants. His mother, Laufey, is often depicted as a giantess, while his father, Farbauti, is known as a fierce Jotun. Yet, in the grand halls of Asgard, Loki was not an outsider but a brother. Odin, the Allfather and leader of the Aesir, claimed Loki as his blood brother, intertwining their fates forever. Loki, often associated with fire, became a symbol of unpredictability, embodying the destructive and transformative nature of the element. His cunning and wit, coupled with his ability to shapeshift, made him a formidable figure in the Norse pantheon. Yet, despite his fiery origins and familial ties, Loki's true nature is as unpredictable as a flame. Loki's mischievous pranks and notable deeds are etched deeply into Norse lore, showcasing his cunning and propensity for chaos. His antics range from the amusing to the downright catastrophic. Take, for instance, the incident involving Sif, Thor's wife, known for her flowing golden hair. One night, Loki, in a fit of mischief, shears off Sif's beautiful locks while she sleeps. The wrath of Thor is immense, and to placate the thunder god, Loki embarks on a mission to have the dwarves create a new head of hair for Sif, spun from the finest gold. Then there's the tale of the giant builder. The gods, desiring a wall around Asgard, strike a deal with a giant builder who promises to complete the task within a certain deadline. Loki, foreseeing the steep price the gods would have to pay if the builder succeeded, sabotages the agreement. He transforms into a mare, distracting the builder's horse and ensuring the project's failure. But perhaps one of the most memorable pranks involves Thor and his hammer, Mjolnir. When the hammer goes missing, Loki suggests a cunning plan. Thor, he says, should dress as a bride to fool the giant who has stolen the hammer. Reluctantly, Thor agrees, leading to a wedding ceremony that is as hilarious as it is successful. The hammer is retrieved, and Thor's wrath is avoided once again. But Loki's deeds are not all pranks and laughter. His children are some of the most fearsome creatures in Norse mythology, including the monstrous wolf Fenrir, the gigantic serpent Jormungandr, and Hel, the goddess of the underworld. He also contributes to the gods' arsenal by creating the ship Skidbladnir and Odin's powerful spear, Gungnir. But these deeds, audacious as they were, paled in comparison to his most significant act of treachery that shook the nine worlds. Loki's cunning found its darkest expression in the death of Baldur, the beloved god of light. This tale is as tragic as it is treacherous, a testament to Loki's unyielding mischief and manipulative prowess. Baldur, adored by all, was blessed with an invulnerability to all things in existence, save for the unassuming mistletoe. In a cruel twist of fate, it was Loki who discovered this lone vulnerability. With a heart as cold as the frost giants he descended from, Loki crafted a spear from this harmless plant. But Loki's true genius lay in his manipulation. He approached Hoder, the blind god, who was left out of the games the gods played, hurling harmless objects at Baldur, marveling at his invulnerability. Loki, feigning helpfulness, handed Hoder the mistletoe-tipped spear, guiding his aim towards the laughing Baldur. The spear flew true, piercing Baldur and extinguishing his life as swiftly as a candle in the wind. The laughter died, replaced by a silence as cold and heavy as a winter's night. The gods stood frozen in shock. Their beloved Baldur, the god of light and purity, lay dead. In this moment, Loki's treachery was revealed in its full, horrifying splendor. His actions, driven by spite and cunning, had not only resulted in the death of the beloved god, but also triggered the prophetic end of the world, Ragnarök. And with Baldur's death, the prophecy of Ragnarök, the end of the world, was set in motion. In the cataclysmic event of Ragnarök, Loki emerged not as a mere agent of chaos, but as its leader. Rising from the flames of destruction, he seized the reins of the forces of chaos, marshaling giants, monsters, and all manner of malevolent creatures against the gods of Asgard. His role in this apocalyptic event was not just significant, but pivotal. He was not just a participant in the final cataclysm, he was its catalyst, its driving force. His cunning and deceit, once a source of amusement and irritation among the gods, now became a weapon of devastating power. The final battle was a fierce clash of titanic forces, a struggle that shook the very pillars of the nine worlds. And at the heart of this whirlwind of destruction was Loki, engaged in a deadly duel with Heimdallr, the ever-watchful guardian of Asgard. Their confrontation was a spectacle of raw power and relentless fury, a dance of death that ended in mutual destruction. As the dust settled, Loki and Heimdallr lay dead, their bodies a testament to the brutal cost of Ragnarök. In the end, Loki and Heimdallr fell together, marking the end of an era. Though Ragnarök marks the supposed end of Loki's tale, the trickster god's story may not be as straightforward as it seems. Prophecies and ancient runes whisper of his potential return. Some theories suggest that Loki, ever the shapeshifter, may have escaped his prophesied fate. His cunning mind and knack for deception leave room for the unimaginable. Could it be that his story is far from over? So, for all we know, the tale of Loki, the trickster god, might just be beginning.